Welcome to Freestyle and Friday. I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time, and it's going to be something we release starting this Friday, which is the beginning of May, I believe. It'll be like May 2nd, maybe. But we are going to bring this out every Friday, and it'll be like a 5 to 10, sometimes 15 minutes of me just kind of freestyle a little bit about what's going on or what I'm thinking or some of my struggles personally. Um, and maybe you can catch something from it and it'll help you through that day, or maybe you have a similar challenge or know somebody else you can share it with. If you're watching this on YouTube, you will definitely see that my house is in disarray. There's boxes everywhere. The shoe collection is gone on the wall behind me. Everything's boxed up. We're moving in T minus 18 days. We'll have moving trucks here, and we're going to relocate to a town called Zionsville, Indiana, just outside of Indianapolis. We are leaving the Sunshine State. We want to go back somewhere with 4 seasons, and we have a lot of family there. I have 2 older daughters there, and I want to raise our son there. So that would be the reason why we're leaving this beautiful home we live in here in the Sunshine State, and we're headed back to the Hoosier State. All right, so today's topic is going to be self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. Now, Saturday afternoon, my wife and Leo, they went over to my sister-in-law's house to go swimming and to play and do some things. And I decided to take a little time and spend it with myself, just thinking and processing and trying to figure out what is going on and things I could do better, be better. I spend a lot of time doing that throughout the week, or I attempt to, because I want to be the best version of myself, obviously. And I came to this realization after having a conversation with myself. And yes, I do talk to myself and I do answer as well. So I'm not sure what the actual diagnosis is there, but I'm sure there is one. But this is what I came up with. I look back at all the times in my life where I've won big or was winning big or had a great relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship with a significant other, killing it in the business. Things are going great. My health was doing well, my fitness, all these different things were firing on all cylinders. And I could go back and think about the time that every one of those things ended or turned into something else in a negative way. The majority of those times I sabotaged those things. I self-sabotage things. And I've caught myself doing it again. You know, they say we fall back to our habits and our rituals when things get tough or things change. But what I feel with me is that when I'm winning on a high level or things are going well, I tend to sabotage myself because what if it ends? So what I've done to myself over the last year and a half or so is I haven't been eating right and I haven't taken care of myself. So I've ballooned up to an all-time high weight. I weigh more now than I ever have in my life. And I feel like shit. I just don't feel very well. And I was trying to get to the bottom of it and figure out, why have I let myself do that? I was having a conversation with my trainer the other day, and he's like, Chris, we need to focus on this and this. And I'm like, dude, I just have no desire to do any of the shit you just told me to do, which is not like me. So I had to figure out what it was and have a conversation with myself and what caused me to feel this way, what caused me to not want to work out extra, not want to do the things that make me feel better. And it's self-sabotage. I'm winning at a really high level in my coaching and my speaking business, and things are going really great. I'm getting on stages. I'm doing things I've never thought I could possibly do before. But now I'm starting to sabotage. I started to try to sabotage myself with the way I felt, the way I looked, because when will that end? Right? When will that business fail? Or when will people stop hiring me, or what's going to happen next? And then the way my crazy way my brain works is, okay, well, if I wasn't really trying that hard on the physical fitness side and doing my best to stay in shape, then it won't feel as bad when things come to an end. What a crock of shit that is, right? Literally, all the work I'd put in for all these several years of staying in shape, working out, eating right, doing all these things created the wins that I'm feeling now. So I decide to do the opposite just in case if things end. Think about that. Just in case things end, I'm preparing myself. Why is that? Well, I look back at my life and I can see several times where my mom left me at a relative's house and was gone for extended period of time, like a year, like not just dropped off for a weekend, like just gone for a year, right? Like, and I can think about how that happened multiple times. And I can also think about how I've had business dealings where business partners have literally stole money from me, right? And countless times that happened in my past, in my younger years, where I was trusting people and they would do things to me behind my back when it came to spending money or writing bad checks or those types of things. And I was held accountable for that. Or I've worked with companies that didn't pay me what they were supposed to pay me. Didn't pay me what they were supposed to pay me. So all of these things have created proof for me to say, hey, mentally, I should sabotage this or get ready for it to fail, because then it won't hurt as bad. Well, I got news for you. That's not true. Whether you fall from a foot or 10 feet, it still hurts. Okay. But I convinced myself, now I'm 52, almost 53 years old. How many times have I done that in my life? How many times have I given people permission to take advantage of me because I was winning at such a high level or trying so hard that I knew it was going to end eventually? So to prepare myself and not take the loss the way it would feel or feel the pain, I just start doing shit to fuck it up along the way. Excuse the language. I'm just curious if any of you ever done the same thing. Are you doing the same thing right now? So I had that conversation with myself on Saturday. I'm thinking it through. Then I started realizing things. I've been put in a position to have this second lease on life, or whatever you want to call it. I've got my new son who's 16 months old, and this career that I never thought was even possible. I didn't even know this was a career that existed at one point. So I have a responsibility to do more, to be more, right? Got to do more, to be more, to serve more, impact more. And I can't let Chris sabotage that. Middle school Chris is something that pops in my head and tells me I'm not good enough. You're not strong enough. You're not fast enough. You're not smart enough. People don't like you. He pops up from time to time. And boy, has he popped up on me hard lately. He has really been in my ear. And I find peace in eating really bad food. But I feel like shit. I don't know about you, but the older I get, if I eat bad, I feel like shit for days. Like I just do. But then when I eat clean, I feel like, oh my God, I feel better, right? My body is affected a lot quicker at an older age, I believe, than food. It may just be me. I may be crazy about that, but I believe that's true. So after having that conversation and coming to that realization, I made a promise to myself. I wasn't going to do that anymore. If I get caught doing it, I'm going to change immediately. So I literally got up. I was laying in bed on a Saturday afternoon when I was thinking that stuff through, taking a nap because I was so tired. I got up out of bed, filled my water bottle up, grabbed my watch, my Apple Watch, and I went and got on my Peloton for 45 minutes. When I got off the bike, my wife was home with Leo. And I shared with her the conversation I had with myself about sabotage, about self-sabotage, and that I was doing it and it was happening and I was not going to stand for it anymore. I was going to make better decisions. See, let's talk food for a second. So decisions I make about food is this. Oh, hey, we're tired, we're busy, whatever. Let's order Uber Eats. So we order Uber Eats. But I think mentally that as soon as I order Uber Eats, that gives me permission to order some really bad food because it's Uber Eats. Got to get the cheese fries. Got to get the chicken wings. But it's okay, though. It's Uber Eats. Like, I got to get that because what else are you going to get? Well, newsflash, there's a lot of great healthy choices on Uber Eats, first of all. Second of all, I got to stop giving myself permission to Uber Eats all the time. We just have to. So for the last few days, we've eaten super healthy. We've eaten clean. We've been at home. And it's only been 3 days. I'm recording this on a Monday, actually, so it'll release on a Friday. It's only been a few days. I feel a little bit better already. Enough better that I want to keep going. That I want to get back to where I was 2 years ago physically. How can I stand on stage and talk to people about discipline and winning at a high level when I can't see my belt because my stomach's folding over the top? I don't know. How can I talk to people about stacking wins early and often when I know I'm only stacking my wins to go eat something bad after I'm done stacking them? See, that's what it comes down to for me. What can I do different to make sure I get back on track? So getting on here, sharing this and being vulnerable with you about self-sabotage is one of those things. I'm back on it. I'm doing this thing called Full 30 that Ben Newman recommended. So I'm committed for 30 days, regardless of what happens, to living my life in a better way. To get back to where I once was. Back to where the clothes fit comfortably. Back to where I don't have to upsize my t-shirts so they fit and cover up things I'm embarrassed about. Yeah. That's my Freestyle Friday. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you got something from it. Maybe you didn't. If you did, please share it with somebody. And we'll be back again next week with Freestyle Fridays. Take care.